Why hello and welcome to Fallout New Vegas. Now this is going to be different for me because I've never played this one, so I'm looking forward to it, and I've heard a lot of good things. I've also heard it's very buggy, but hey, maybe they've patched all that out now. But without further ado, let's get into it.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
you're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Ah, yes, the very ugly Xbox 360 dashboard thingy. It's just Max.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Right, the whole agonizing over how your character looks when you don't even see them for the most of the game. Or if anything, you only see the back of their head. I'll be this guy. Why not? I don't really, I'll be old as shit as well. Facial hair. Survivalist. Hair colour. Yeah, bit grey. Hairstyle. Buzz cut. Let's just keep it to the good old buzz cut. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
I'm on my feet, as you can see.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Right. General first-person controls.
You're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Okay. Strength. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Just gonna go through. This is the special thing then. I'm gonna go and just collect all the points. Just collect them all up like. And then I am going to put them into my thing. Because I've already decided what I want to put my points into. Charisma's always going to be at 1. I'm not really charismatic in real life as well as in the video game. 7, and that gives me 6 for luck. There we go. Done.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in a bighorn and drop it. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions?
In your
Your
couch?
dogs are still barking.
Yeah, frontal lobe damage, indeed. It's because I have charisma of 1. It means I might talk stupid.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House.
Shelter.
Night.
Sleep.
Bandit.
Vaporize.
Light.
Beam.
Mother.
Regret.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Conflict in my nature. Strongly disagree there.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Yeah, I'd strongly agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No opinion.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
I disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Oh, I strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Oh, broken chain, chemical reaction, shadow in the door frame, oozing wound. Well, it's a chemical reaction, obviously.
Okay. How about this one?
Ooh. Space age technology. You know what? It kind of looks like a ship going forward in the waves behind it.
Last one.
Light in the darkness, a bearded man, a mushroom cloud, a head on a pill. Now, come on, like, you know the two major shapes there? That looks like two bears high-fiving. It looks like two bears that are high-fiving, but I'm just going to say a mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Now what do I want? I want... not medicine. I want guns. Because I've got some perks that I need to be getting, and that requires science 70, guns at 60, and energy at 90. Yeah, alright. Although these do really affect my my stuff. But anyways, let's just continue with this.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Oh yeah, I got shot in the head, didn't I? Choose up to 2 trains or none. Right, I feel like Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 didn't bother with the trains because, like, they're useful and not useful at the same time. Wild Wasteland. It's the most bizarre and non-faint heart serious temp. True discipline. See, this is the thing. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slower, but are 20% more accurate. So there are... it's like a advantage, but with a disadvantage at the same time. Small frame. Use cannon. Kamikaze. Good-natured. Okay. Let me just think about this. The flame burns twice as brightly. All weapons have 3% crit chance. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll go in for that one. What else? I don't really care about fast shots. I don't like the damage threshold thing that's going on there. More accurate. What should I do? I'm gonna go in for kamikaze. Why not? No, I'm not. I'm gonna go in for that.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Slow, precise shots. Alright, Doc Mitchell. Thank you for healing the bullet wound to my head.
Here, these are yours. It was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Hardcore mode. Would you like to activate hardcore mode? No. I'm specifically on normal. Okay, let's just check my stuff. Right, so this is the Pit Boy. I've got all my things. My special abilities. Yes. Right, so the things that you choose at the beginning, they will add to what you get right at the beginning. So these are perks straight off the bat, huh? General items. Yes, you had the... What was this? Oof. All weapons fall under weapon skill category. Determines how effective... yeah. Damage per second. Strength and skill. Condition. Affects the amount of damage it does. Right. If it's at 35%, weapon does maximum damage. Right, it may jam when reloaded. Okay. Repair / these options. Yeah. Okay. Let's equip it. It's in a pretty bad condition. Got the jumpsuit. Guess it's the exact same. Yeah, with the jumpsuit there, it has a condition. Stim packs, bobby pins, bullets, ammunition. Yes. I know about ammunition. Radio. Challenges. Well, challenges. You know what? Don't really care about challenges too much. Let's go back to the notes. Quests. Full map, local map. Right, okay. Oh, I got a gun. It's a pretty good looking gun. Look at that. You actually aim down sights. Pretty sure in Fallout 3, the camera just zoomed in a bit. Didn't have the aim down sights thing. Anyways, let us save up. What did I say about the save? Oh, I can have 100 saves. Huh. Okay. Alright, so here we are again, back in the world of Fallout. What have we got to do? Back in the saddle. Find the men who tried to kill you. Yeah, so this is my first time playing New Vegas. I have no idea. It's open 24/7. I have no idea how hard this is going to be or anything about it.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Good. What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's talk about the areas around Good Springs.
Sure, what do you want to know?
What are the other towns? What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR? I'm pretty sure that's the New California Republic, but let's just choose it.
The New California Republic.
Yeah, there we
Bunch
go.
of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
Right, I seem to be liking the NCR a lot more than this Legion that I'm hearing about right now. What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the Wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous. If you want to know anything else, just ask.
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
And the bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Ah. See, this is the thing. I want to be, like, very evil, but I can't be. I just can't. It's just not in me. Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
That being said, I could steal. Fixing things. I wonder how this game auto-saves. If it even does. It should do.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay. Varmint rifle, huh? Yeah, I've got an aim thing.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Ooh.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
I got a varmint rifle. Can I tell how much damage this is? Just 9 damage. It's better than like the sighting pistol, okay. Nice to know that like I can just duck and get more accuracy. Might have to bear that in mind. Sunny smiles. Right, so I've not played Fallout 2 yet. I know this is set after Fallout 2. But I recall Fallout 2 has something called geckos. Like, well, a gecko is a real creature, but like, the geckos in the Fallout series are this massive mutated version of the gecko. Where be they? Presuming the dog
Hear
will
that up
know.
on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
So crouch.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Okay. Yes, Fats. I personally really like Fats quite a bit.
Oh, that's it. Come on.
Where they come. Right, VATS. Welcome to the Vault-Tec Assisted Targeting System. Nice name. It basically gives me better chances of like hitting them. You can choose body parts or not. Let's just blast them. Let's blast him in the head. It's a big gecko. And obviously we can loot. Oh, and that's one of the reasons why I put a lot of my stuff into strength. I can carry up to 240 at the top there in weight. Whatever 240 means.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
We end up running into like a nest of death claws. Like, whoops! Something that I've learned about those gecko critters are they are quick.
Come on!
Oh, that's the third person perspective there. And I don't want to shoot her. Give me that. Now, your limbs can be crippled and stuff like that. If you're not careful. There ain't no run feature in this game. It's just this. The third person's always been a bit shit, hasn't it, in like a Fallout series. Gotta be honest, I don't know where I decide to go. She's already there. She's already great at killing them as well. Well, that's something as well, I hit the wrong buttons. Damn, she's really good. Who's this? Just a struggler, huh? Well, she won't be needing that anymore.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right, then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Oh, we're cooking meth. By the campfire. On the trail. Luckily, the map tells me exactly where I need to go. Well, she told me where to go, but, you know. This one first, then. Ah, the world map. Where's the strip? I presume it's here. I've never been to Las Vegas, so I have no idea. What I do know is that set into save and rest, save and wait, save and travel, save and true iron sights, right? Okay, yeah. So this is what it was like beforehand. No, that's not how it was like beforehand. No. I don't know. I just presumed that would do something, but it didn't. I presumed if I turned off the true iron sights, it wouldn't do that. It would do what Fallout 3 did. I wonder if you travel faster. Right, I think you travel faster with your gun unequipped. But it might be bad if, like, you get into a fight, you know? You might need to equip your gun really quick, and you can't. But you could always just spam the VATS button. So if I just spam this... Yeah, there we go. Huh. Oh, it's like little praying mantises. That's something as well. I can mod? Huh. Didn't know you could mod weapons. Put you there. Let's put you... Why can't I put you upwards? What's going on? Right, pistol. How about I put the pistol downwards and the varmint rifle to the left so I can easily... Yeah, there we go. I can equip weapons on the fly. Right, little critter. You gonna jump at me? Don't you even dare jump at me! Little mantis. Ooh, nice reload sound effect there. Although, I think that reload sound effect is something that's very much so a common thing. Right. Okay, okay. It's definitely inside, isn't it? Or is it? Xander root. It wasn't outside, it was just... Well, it was outside, it wasn't inside, that's what I was trying to say. Look at that frame rate. Well, the people's making a living out in the post-apocalyptic Wasteland nightmare. Can I tell what time it is? 12. Midday. Ooh. Caution. 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 Danger. It's like a little cute little critter. But it's coming at me pretty fast, I think. How about you, Ah, there's the condition of the gun, so it's beginning to jam a little bit. Just a tad. Not really a sneaker. Botflies. Yeah, I'm detected, alright. Poor little bugger. It's not the life you deserved. The cemetery. Hence the reason why the botflies are hanging around. I guess that's supposed to be my grave. You don't really seem to be... Yeah, the poor little buggers don't really seem to be bothering me. But I'm just annihilating them because, you know, the mutated freaks. You don't deserve to live. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That botfly had nothing in it. What is this? It's supposed to be here? This. That was totally my grave, because there was the metal detector guy, right? He basically said, hey, you were searching for metal, and like, he found you. Gunshot into your head, and you're still alive somehow. There's something about like the Wasteland that I love, actually. You can go to the real Wasteland in real life. It's called the desert. You can go there anytime you want. I meant just the aesthetic of like the post-apocalyptic, you know, after the nukes have fallen world. Obviously, it wouldn't literally be like this, actually might be like this. I have no idea. I couldn't say to that fact what it'd be like. What's that? That was just a can. Gunshots. From somewhere. Ah, it's probably nothing. Oh, it doesn't. It's too quiet. You gotta find out that I'm gonna save quite a bit actually in this game. Right, she gave me a book, didn't she? There we go, read the book. So hopefully that did something. Value 1 cap. Not really worth it, is it? What's that? Harmonica? Don't really care about your clothes. Oh, here she is. Yes, I'm surviving the wasteland.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Oh, this one? Healing powder! There's a lot of other stuff as well to be made. This might be good, but it requires your survivalist skill to be up. So, this is like the one-off. And I can do that one apparently. Gives me resistances and stuff like that. This is probably more useful for hardcore mode. Except.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay, meet Trudy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So it's begun. I looked at, like, the value of an item. I was like, ooh. And it was like loot. Fallout 3 made me do it. It made me, Oh, so the locksmith thing is just a really limited use thing. I thought it was like the magazines from Fallout 3. Like, they permanently increase your stats and stuff like that. Okay. Whatever. Go meet Trudy. I could just quick travel over there, but I'm not going to do that. I might come across something in the wasteland. Something worth killing. Probably not. I probably need to sell off some stuff. Good Springs. Big house on the hill.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
What's your problem, douche?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Have I? Have I been making a stir? Show me what you have for sale.
I'm sure I've got something you like.
Sure you do. Right. First aids. I guess she just... that's all she sells. Aids. Meeting people. Right, so I got to bear in mind that the magazines don't increase it. It only does it for a certain amount of time. Right. Oh, she has a lot of caps as well, so we don't have to worry about that. Wait a minute. Is this just crap? Oh, right. So in the previous in Fallout 3, they didn't even bother with that. So this is just the the magazine, like the shells that have been used, not the actual bullets. Right. I like that actually. I like that quite a bit. Healing powder. Gives 1 HP 18 seconds. That seems like it gives me damage protection, but it's like shit. I would leave it as well. There you go.
Thanks.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the Wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
I think that's gonna go somewhere, isn't it? What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Yeah, sounds like barbaric bastards to me. Tell me about the New California Republic.
The New California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Does Good Springs get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Do you know the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
How long has he been in Good Springs?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
The great cons. Did they say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they heading?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
I overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
So I help Ringo, and Good Springs will like me more? What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Right, that's enough.
Be careful out there.
Offer to help Ringo deal with the powder gangers. And talk to Victor and Good Springs about your rescue. Oh, dog. How you doing, dog? Firstly, let's just see what's in the general stores.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Of course. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
I think the Great Khans were part of Fallout 1 and 2. What can you tell about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Alright, so the big pricks. Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Yeah, I suppose. What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Tell me about the weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow-point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Alright, so standard ammo breaks down the condition.
Can do.
What do you have? You have a Magnum. Shovel. If all else fails, just whack him over the head. Back of the head, more specifically. You have less bone there, so you can get knocked out faster. I just know that. Don't ask me why. Let's just see what we got here. Some pretty shit leather armor, but whatever. I kind of want that Magnum, but I don't have the bullets. What does it take? 357. He doesn't have ammo. He doesn't have the ammo. He has the standard max. Hmm. Okay. Oh god. He does have ammo. I don't know what I was talking about. Hollow point. Oh. I just don't care about like the hollow point or the like armor piercing stuff. I'd just rather get like just bullets and just blast them. That's what I want to do. Silence pistol. Oh my goodness. Raw knife is. Damage per second and 13. Silence pistol. Bonus criticals. Shit, why would I want to go for the bonus criticals? 12. I'd rather go for the big fucking Magnum, you know. That's what I want to go for. I want to go for some bullets as well. There we go.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Got some, have some big fucking bullets. Right, it also says when you leave buildings and shit like that. Right, okay, so I'm going to call it for now. That was a nice amount of introduction to the world of Fallout New Vegas. And I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And I'll have more Fallout New Vegas next time. Right, until the next time, bye.